Former NFL offensive lineman Michael Oher has dropped a bombshell in court today about his entire life, which people thought they were familiar with. People, for 15 years, football fans thought they knew exactly what Michael Oher's story was. A dude who looked like he was going nowhere gets adopted by the Tui family. He ends up becoming an incredible football player, goes to Ole Miss, gets drafted in the first round of the NFL, goes on to have an incredible NFL career until he retires. Michael Oher is now saying that all of it is a lie, at least when it comes to his family, his adoptive parents. What he claims in the lawsuit that he's filing is that they're not his adoptive parents and that they lied about everything to trick him into signing a conservatorship, which would mean that they got to control a lot of Michael Oher's financial decisions. This is a wild fucking story to be coming out now. The Blind Side is the movie that so many people are familiar with when it comes to Michael Oher. With Leanne Tui, I believe that's her name, being played by Sandra Bullock. I think she won an Oscar for that. This was a massive story. This is something that it seemed like everybody knew about. And yet he's saying he didn't know until just the past few months that all of it was a big trick. This is a wild story. Former NFL player Michael Oher, the subject of the Blind Side movie with Sandra Bullock, has claims that a central element of the story was a lie concocted by the family to enrich themselves at his expense. He alleges that Sean and Lee, not Leanne, maybe just Lee Tui, never adopted him. Instead, less than 3 months after Oher turned 18 in 2004, the petition says, the couple tricked him into signing a document making them his conservators, which gave them legal authority to make business deals in his name. He petitioned a Tennessee court on Monday. Here's the story from ESPN. Let's read into it a little bit. The 14-page petition filed in Shelby County, Tennessee, alleges Sean and Leanne, so it is Leanne Tui, who took Oher into their home as a high school student, never adopted him. Instead, less than 3 months after Oher turned 18, the petition says the couple tricked him into signing a document making them his conservators, which gave them legal authority to make business deals in his name. The petition further alleges the Tuis used their power to strike a deal that paid them and their 2 birth children millions of dollars in royalties from the movie, while Oher got nothing for a story that would have never existed without him. In the years since, the Tuis have continued calling this 37-year-old Oher their adopted son and have used that assertion to promote their foundation as well as Leanne Tui's work as an author and motivational speaker. From the filing in court, so basically what his lawyers are saying, Michael Oher discovered this lie to his chagrin and embarrassment in February of 2023 when he learned that the conservatorship to which he consented on the basis that would make him a member of the Tui family, in fact, provided him no familiar relationship with the Tuis. Now, it is a little bit hard to believe that Michael Oher went this long, 15 years, without understanding that he signed a conservatorship and that it wasn't an adoption. What he claims is that they tricked him by saying it's the same thing as adoption, just after you're 18, this is a way to make you part of the family. If all of this is true, if this is true that these people did this, that they essentially tricked him into signing a conservatorship to control, make a lot of financial decisions for him and everything like that, holy shit, that is one of the most evil things I've ever fucking heard. And it really makes people question, the entire story, obviously. Did they take him in high school? He has been a big part of their family. They have been a big part of his life, like all these things. It seems like everything was fine. I don't know what happened in February 2023. Maybe that's when somebody finally explained to him or a lawyer saw this paperwork and were like, what do you mean this is what's going on? Who knows? Obviously, the Tuis will have their day in court to try to refute this. But bottom line, if he's not adopted, if he actually was not adopted by them, then yeah, this is a big lie. They do go around saying our adopted son, or like that they're the adoptive parents. So this looks like a fucking wild story in the making that I don't think anybody saw coming. But Michael Oher just blindsided his what people thought were adoptive parents. Turns out they may not have been after all. What do you guys make of this story? We're going to have to wait for the Tuis to put their piece out and their legal responses to see if they have anything to counteract it. But for right now, it certainly doesn't look good for them. We'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.